Hello, welcome everyone. This is Si Wing Yi from the Yi Real Estate Network, and today we are going to talk about the core logic housing prediction for 2023. And we are going to go over the prediction from the past year. What are the core logic's appreciation prediction for this past year, and also for the upcoming from 2022 to 2023. The CoreLogic newsletter also going to talk about what some of the markets are overheated and some of the markets in the US that are at risk of price decline. All right, so without further ado, let me share the screen and open up the CoreLogic website, and they just came up with they just completed a September 2022 U.S. home price insights, and they reviewed the data from July 2022 with forecast through July 2023. All right, so and CoreLogic, in case some of you do not know, the head honcho for CoreLogic is a person by the name of Robert Shiller. He is a Nobel Peace Prize winning economist several years ago, 6, 7 years ago. And he won the Nobel Peace Prize in economics, and he has a PhD in economics. So therefore, this website, this CoreLogic Case-Shiller Index is pretty much started by him. All right. So without further ado, the data that they derive from their research indicate that year over year from July 20 last year 2022 and then 2021 to July 2022, they have predicted the price will end up at 15.8% appreciation nationwide. So a nice double-digit appreciation. Only go up, went up to July, so we don't know. And then their forecast for the from this July 2022 to July 2023 is at 3.8% appreciation. So that pretty much tell you the what's going on with the market. We have been hearing about it, and yeah, we're going through some correction. How do you define correction? Correction is sort of a back to a balancing, healthy market, perhaps more equilibrium between buyers and sellers, and not what we have seen in the past 2 years during the pandemic, where the interest rate were 3%, and there were multiple offers and bidding wars everywhere in the U.S., and people bidding 20, 30, 40% above asking. This is crazy. Those type of skyrocketing price appreciation is just not sustainable. So in a way, as much as I hate to say it, we are this reset, if you will, of the housing market is really a good thing for people. Moving forward, hopefully it will create a healthy market where buyers have a chance to buy a home of their dreams instead of being priced out. So we're seeing again, because of the interest rate rise, we're seeing 40-year low in home affordability. Therefore, have a huge pushback on the demand side these past few months, especially with the rate hike from 3% to 5 to 6%. Right now, we're hovering around 6% nationwide in terms of mortgage rate. So there's a lot of volatility around that. So, yep. So let's go on. And the HPI and Case-Shiller trends, or HPI means home price index, right? So again, this website, CoreLogic, has been around for many, many years. To my knowledge, more than 15 years I've been tracking. Excuse me. All right. So housing market shows signs of better balance, right? As a 30-year fixed rate mortgage near the 6% mark this summer, some prospective home buyers pull back, right? That's pretty obvious. And the mortgage demand recently it has decreased by a whopping 22%, the lowest mortgage demand in the past 2 decades. So looking ahead, CoreLogic expects to see more balanced housing market with year-over-year appreciation slowing to 3.8% by July 2023. So to me, that's a good sign. I mean, at least, we're not going to see real estate crash. Okay, a lot of people predicted that. Who are those people? Everyday average Joe out there who are emotionally charged and they want to have a crash so they could enter time the real estate market, whatever. That does not work. Timing does not work. It's time in the market is that works over time, long term. Okay. All right. So let's see. The national and state map, July 2022. Now let's go over this. Now the real dark blue graph shows a state with year-over-year, July 2021 to July 2022, 20% plus appreciation. That's pretty amazing. All right, we have hardly ever seen this. At least I've been doing real estate consulting for the past 30 years. This is amazing. So the dark graph shows 20+% appreciation. Then the little bit lighter blue is 15 to 20% appreciation year-over-year, and then the light blue is 10 to 15% appreciation year-over-year, July 2021 to July 2022, and then the very light blue shows 5 to 10% appreciation. So, and then the looks like the purple one is either no appreciation or even decrease in value. Just goes to show you, 49 states out of 50, 49 states have increased price point, increased higher appreciation year-over-year, which is historic. This is record breaking. All right. So let's go over the state with the lowest appreciation. Let's do this. So again, Washington, I don't know why, but Washington D.C. is the only state that shows a no appreciation. I have no clue why is that the case. And then the light blue, 5 to 10% appreciation. The very light blue, they are located in probably upstate New York, and then Wisconsin. No, what is that? I'm not even sure this state, Wisconsin or Michigan. And then over here is probably, this is, oh my goodness, I should know this. Anyway, over here is then light blue. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The light blue have very modest appreciation, all in the northern section of the U.S., the Rust Belt, if you will. And then let's move over to the 10 to 50% appreciation category, which a moderate blue color, which according to my eyeball quality standard, my eyesight is getting poorer these days, sign of getting older. Anyway, the moderate blue color in this portion, like Pacific Northwest, right? If I read this correctly, and then the Midwest area, the Iowa, Nebraska of the world, Missouri, and somewhere, and then Midwest like Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, they have achieved 10 to 50% appreciation. And then the darker blue, which is I think this is Illinois, not sure, or Indiana, and then Alabama, and then I believe Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Idaho, and I think this is Minnesota. These several states are increasing at 15, 20% appreciation, which is pretty darn good. And then last but not least, the following states with 20+% appreciation from July 2021 to July 2022, which is amazing, which is which is mind-boggling, insane skyrocketing of prices. And they are the following one. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states, 7 states in the union have achieved double-digit appreciation year over year, July 2021 to July 2022. The drum roll, please. Okay, I digress. And they are South Dakota. I have no clue. Does anybody live there? Sorry, South Dakotans. I have no clue why you appreciate it that much. I don't even know a state, a city located in South Dakota. Never been there. Or I know the famous place. Oh, Mount Rushmore. It's okay. I think it's located in South Dakota. I would love to go there someday, but never been there. So, what city are there in South Dakota? I have no clue. And I've been to almost all 50 states in my lifetime. I live in many different locations in the U.S. in my lifetime, due to the fact that I spent 20 years in the U.S. Army, 20 years of active duty in the U.S. Army, and I've lived in many locations in the U.S. back in the old days, that is. All right, I'm not going to go there. All right, then, of course, of course, we all know about Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona has achieved skyrocketing appreciation from all the migration from Californians, of course. And then Tennessee could be a surprise to some, but not to me, because Nashville, Tennessee, in case you are one of the cities that has done very, very well in the past few years. Nashville, Tennessee has grown tremendously. And then the surrounding area, maybe the suburbs, suburban area like Chattanooga, Tennessee, and a few other places. So Tennessee is a up and coming market that a lot of people are not aware about it yet, but I am. Of course, here is North Carolina, right? Which is mainly or in the research triangle park, which is Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill, the trifecta of that metro, which has skyrocketed very, very fast due to job growth and population growth and high tech growth as well. So North Carolina has done very, very well. And then South Carolina, surprising. I don't know too many large cities in South Carolina, which is kind of weird. There's some good coastal cities in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach and Hilton Head and a few other places. There's Charleston, South Carolina, but there's not really one big city in South Carolina. So I have no idea why they have appreciated so much at a double-digit appreciation. And of course, here in Georgia, of course, we are known about the huge Atlanta metro. No surprise there. Atlanta metro has done very, very well due to job growth, population growth, migration from people from all over the country. So, and last but not least, my number one favorite, which is Florida. I have to say, from my personal opinion, Florida is the number one market for many, many reasons. For investors and for homeowners and for vacationers and for retirees and for millennials is exploding and for the past few years, but has been exploding ever since the economic real estate crash in 2008. Since then, has been steady growing very, very fast. It has been a very affordable market, but the last 2 years have seen some skyrocketing prices, especially in Tampa Metro and Orlando and Miami and Southwest Florida, the Cape Coral region. So, and even Jacksonville. So those 5 regions of Florida has grown massively, and they will continue to grow because for a lot of reasons, weather and the beach and everything else. All right, so there you go. That's what's going on. And then of course the HPI top 10 metros change. Now let's go over again these large cities. Now we're gonna go talk about cities now. Prior we have talked about states. The large cities continue to experience price increase in July, with Miami on top at 27.1% year over year. Here it is, Miami among the cities in the country, according to CoreLogic, between July 2021 to July 2022 had grown the fastest in terms of appreciation, right? 27.1%. And second would be uh, Phoenix, Arizona. No surprise, right? The trophy market for migrating to, especially from the western region, the Sun Belt, Californians and what have you. And the third would be Las Vegas. Again, no surprise. Las Vegas is so close to Southern California, so people can just move up the road from Southern California to Las Vegas, and people buying up the Las Vegas second homes, primary homes, and investment homes. And then let me see what else. Next in line is, again, no surprise, San Diego. I mean, the finest city, San Diego. Everybody want to live there. In fact, I could make the argument that more, in terms of Southern California, more people want to live in San Diego, even more attractive than the LA metro. Anyway, 17.2 is quite nice. Then the next in line would be 16.4. Houston. I'm surprised Austin is not in there, right? Austin, Texas. But I don't know. I don't know how CoreLogic obtained their unique research data methodology. Remains to be seen. So 16.4 is quite nice for Houston, and Texas overall has done very nicely over the years, and especially during the last few years. And then what's next? What's next is Denver. Yeah, Denver has done well. A lot of people are aware of that. And of course, in LA, always, I guess, LA, everybody in the world want to go there, right? It's the entertainment capital of the world, great economy, a lot of jobs, high tech, and diversified economy. But as you know, California is outrageously overvalued. Well, I would not, may or may not say overvalued, but very extremely expensive. I don't see the San Francisco Bay Area, which where I live, which is surprising, and a few other places were left off the map. According, I'm not. I Raleigh should have been on this list. I don't know. Anyway, finally, so let's go over the top markets at risk of home price decline. You see the confidence score, 50.75% confidence level. And then the level of risk of price decline is very high. All these are very high. So the top 5 rank are the 1, Bremerton, Silverdale, Washington, which is a suburb of Seattle. I guess I've never been to Seattle. One day I would go there. And number 2, Crestville, Fort Walton Beach, Destin, Florida, which is in the northwest corner of Florida. It's a small metro, and then a lot of vacationers and a lot of second home buyers vacation in that region. Very nice beach, and especially around Destin area, pretty expensive actually, if you ask me. And number 3 is Bellingham, Washington. I have no clue where's this location. Probably within 100-mile radius of Seattle Metro, I'm thinking. And number 4, that kind of surprised me, Reno, Nevada, which is like 4 hours away from San Francisco Bay Area where I live. And then Boise, Idaho, yes. Boise, Idaho, I believe a small metro has price increases greater than anywhere else in the country. We're talking like 50, 60, 70% price appreciation in the past 2 years alone. So what goes up, way up, must come down at least a little bit. So some surprises among the top 5. 2 of the locations are located in Washington State. I don't know why this CoreLogic is bigger on Washington. These 2 areas, the Bremerton, Washington, and Bellingham, I have no clue. It's not on my radar in terms of past history and of evaluation the nationwide markets. So there you go. And in summary, so okay, here's my thought. In summary, okay, let me give you their thoughts. The CoreLogic. They are saying nothing interesting, but it's too technical. Okay, some of this over analytical terminology is just to some people, to many people, just go over their heads. So let me just give you my summary. My summary is that getting all this. I mean, CoreLogic, they are not predicting a crash because we're still seeing, low inventory and moderate demand, at least for right now. And because of this reason, because there's such a low supply of homes still, regardless of how much inventory has increased the past year, the past 6 months, still in most markets, the month of inventory is probably around 2.5% month of available inventory. So that's still a seller's market, although it's getting closer to the buyer's market. In some markets, we don't know. So they're not predicting any kind of crash or any kind of a bubble, maybe a slight correction, a reset, or people just waiting on the sideline to see what's going on with the inflation, with the mortgage rates, which is right now are kind of making a lot of people nervous. Like we're reaching a 6% mortgage rate, so it all depends on the mortgage rate will impact some of these data. So CoreLogic are using a very cautious analysis, the 2023 prediction. They are pretty much predicting there's a moderate home price increase for the upcoming year, and so that's their prediction, single digit appreciation, which is better, right? Which is better than the doom and gloom crashing methodology people have been hearing. All right, so that's pretty much I have to say, and hopefully you receive a lot of value from this video. And if you believe so, then click the like button and also subscribe to my channel. And better yet, also the third thing you should do, that trifecta, is to put your email into our my website's database. You become a free member of our real estate community, and therefore you will receive weekly practical free real estate investing opportunities. All right, so thank you so much for listening. This is Wing Yu from the Yu Real Estate Network. Have a nice day. See you in the next video very shortly on great, timely, real-time data around real estate. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.